Right, hi guys, welcome back to Bikes, Boats and Bits for the last one of the year. So I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and hopefully you all have a happy and prosperous New Year. Right, so today we're going to do some turning work for one of the local stock car races. We've got a few bits to make, we'll do some of them today, and yeah, we might have a few more bits to mod as well. Not really going to go into what they are or whatever at this moment in time, but parts we've got. So yeah, we'll crack on and start with those. As you know, the first job is finding material, so we've just dug this out. We've got a bit of 50mm bar here. Our first parts are 45mm OD, so ideal job to start with. Hopefully if we get some smaller ones, we've got some 30mm here. Without looking at the piece of paper, I don't know, but we're going to do these ones first, so we'll get set up for that. We've got the saw set up, cutting the first job out of the 50mm bar. We're having to do that because 50mm won't pass through the headstock spindle, and I don't really want to have to set steady and everything up. It's right off the end of the lathe. It's a 600mm lathe, and that's 560mm bar. So yeah, so we're just cutting it down to the realistic job. So that'll be for the first job. So while that's doing that, that's going to take a while. We'll see if we can set up some of the 30mm cuts. We've got the 30mm bar that will pass through the headstock, so we can rattle off the bits we need of that, which are simple with part on facing and down to the right length, and we should be good. So we're drilling obviously. So we can get those started, we can get them parted off with nothing else. Okay. Right, so we've got two parts to make, which are 27.5 OD with a hole through the middle. So I'm going to face off the end and we'll take it down just enough to 27.5 and then we'll part those off. This is where I get to use my new Christmas present. I do like these. This is the Mitutoyo range, and this is what they call the name escapes me, she's Digimatics, no, Combi mic. So it's an analog digital. I just find it quick and easy to read, not so fragile as a digital. We have got 31.4, so we'll take 2mm off of that, which will give us 29. So let's go again. Measure again. We should have somewhere around about 29.4. There you go, 29.4, just check it a bit further along. Doesn't cut. Totally true. So we've got 29.34 there. Always measure everything twice. So we've got a little bit of a taper going on it, so yeah, we've got 29.34 and 29.4, so a point 0.6 ounces, it's not too bad. We do need to true this up again at some point. I need to make some new lathe feet up to bolt it down. So we've got 29.3, so we're going to go for a 1.5mm cut. So 0.75, so there's 0.7, 0.75, so 1.5mm off of that. We'll put this around about 0.5mm. Again. See what we got this time. Let's move it up that way. Right, 27.9. And 27.86. So we need a target of 27.5. 27.75. So basically we need to take 0.3 for this, which is always fun on here. Back there. Let's measure again. 27.77. There, 27.73, so it's 0.02 over, 0.02 under, so can't really grumble like that. Now what I will do is I'll just give it a little bit of a polish with some emery. Should put some more or less in the spot. A bit nicer. You can get really pristine finishes, but what I generally tend to use generic tips rather than switching between, as what you should do. .76, .01 off, a little bit more of a polish should be good. So that's our first piece of 50mm cut. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to part these off. So we'll turn this. And what we'll do is we'll drill them individually. Now on this one, because we'll face the end off, and put this up to the end there to make sure it's nice and firm against it. So we'll cut it square. Half nuts on this and get half nuts. Right, so lengthwise we want 37, 37. Is what we're after. I'm going to cut at 0. So we'll cut just over 38.5 there. That gives us some clean up. So that's him. The trick with this, for parting, it's plenty of glue. Just move that. See me. lift the carriage up and down. Sweet. Yeah, so, like I said, the secret to parting off is lube, lube, lube. Back out. Right, so that's the first one parted. Do the same again, just carriage lock off. It's surprising when you do this how much deflection you can actually see occurring, which you can hear there by the chatter. Set him back up. Carriage lock on again. Now this lathe has done a fair bit of work in its life. It's getting a little bit worn in places. So half of what you do with a hobby lathe like this, learn where is. Down the middle. Right, well, we've got this bar stock in the lathe. I'm just going to take this down to size, part off the planks for the next part out of this bar. I'll just put these ones in the same place. Well, so we need 4 parts this time, 15mm long, so that's like 60, so we've got about 8mm stick out. These have got to be 30mm OD, so just give it a polish, so to speak. 30.1. That's close enough for this. The outside on this one doesn't matter. So now, I think rather than part all these off individually, this is going to be easy to make each individual part. Although it's going to be rather time consuming. So I'm just wondering whether to go on to the bits we were going to make today. Yeah, so I think we're going to swap this out. We'll come back to these. I'm just going to do the ones we've got time for to do today. We'll do some more tomorrow. Let's get the 50 up. One project that I have got to do is I'd like to make myself another chuck key. Nice tall one. That's for another day, as it's like, just cut the tool out of the way. So it just goes in there. Right, let's get him faced off. What you have to be wary of is the lathe pushing back, which this one just has. Sometimes takes a little bit too much flick up, it just pushes back, so you can't see it's not quite flat there. So just take another nibble off of that, put the carriage lock on. This time it should go through nice and flat. The old screw going across there is starting getting a bit worn, so it's loose in places. Adjust it for that, and then it comes back to right. So we've got 50mm there, so face, let's take a, just clean it up down sides. Right, so that's the first part. When doing something like this, because we've got 4 pieces to make here, what you need to remember is the width of your cutting tool. So we've got to part this off 4 times. We'll just see what we have got. with a clean up cut. When you get into this sort of stuff, you can waste an awful lot of time trying to be more accurate than you need to be. I tend to do it just so I can practice getting as accurate as I can be. On this job I don't actually need to be specifically accurate. Plus or minus half a mil. It's good enough. Now we've got 49.6 there. Our target is 45. So if we take 1.6, if we take 1.3 mil cut, so I'm just going to zero this. Doesn't always let me. See 1.3, don't we? So that's 1.2, 1.3. There we go, that should put us in the money. Should be on 45. .4501. There you go. We'll call that good. Right, so we'll get this out of the way. We've got to drill it next. So now we need to get a centre going. So we'll pop him in. These are called centre drills because they're actually designed to drill at the right angle, therefore all these centre tools. Voila! That's why they're called centre drills, but obviously we use them for the normal drills as well. So, size hole we want 16 mil. We'll find 16mm drill. Now we know we've got to go approximately 80mm with this. My cutting oil fell off. Back there. This is one of those jobs that actually need the coolant going, ideally, but we haven't got around to setting it up. Okay, we're going to have to do this a bit at a time. Can't get down there. So, we are on 625. I think probably 106 to get around there. So, lock that in. Yeah, that's a much better bet for this job. So what we'll do is we'll just keep putting it in, putting it out. So we're about halfway through. I'm going to turn the camera off a little bit until we go where we need to be. Okay, we've finished drilling. It's come out at 16.2. That's good enough for this job. If we needed it more accurate, then we could have bored with a boring bar, but drill is close enough. So the next job we need to do now is part these 4 parts off, which need to be 17 mil. So we've got down there. So again, we'll level this up, square this off to the job. There are several ways you can position this, so I'm going to show you a slightly different one this time. Right, so it's that leveled off of that. This definitely needs a stripping and clean again. So let's go back to 625. Right, so what we can do here is cover this with blue marker. I wouldn't recommend you do this with expensive ones, but choice is yours. So we set this for 17 mil dead on. Right there. 16.99. Right, lock it off. Right. Mark the blue. Then make sure your cut tools well moved. Down a little bit of speed. We'll go there. It's not the right one at all. Let's go there. We'll speed it back up again once we start getting through it. Back up.